Hey guys, welcome back. Over the last month or so, I've been putting up polls on the community tab here on my YouTube channel asking what types of videos you guys would be interested in and putting some ideas out there about different types of videos that I've been thinking about doing. One of those videos was my 2022 goals, and some of you seem to be interested in seeing what I'm hoping to achieve for this year. I have some notes written down here, so if you see me look down, that's what I'm looking at. I'm really bad at doing these more kind of structured videos where I have notes and like certain things that I'm trying to remember to get into a video. I'm not very good at it. I'm a lot better at just like turning on the camera and recording whatever I'm doing or feel like talking about. This is a little more difficult for me. But on this list, I have 5 major goals. They have like sub goals underneath them, and these are not in any particular order. I'm just going to talk about them as I have them written down. So with all that being said, let's just get into it. So the first goal I have set for myself in 2022 has to do with my credit. If you've watched any of the videos I put up in the last, 6 to 8 months, you've probably heard me talk about how I've been working on rebuilding my credit. My credit score has been pretty low for a long time. I never really cared about my credit. When I was younger, I thought that lines of credit, credit cards were just free money. No one ever taught me about using credit responsibly. They didn't teach anything about credit in school when I was coming up. I don't know if they do it now. I hope that they do, because I feel like that is a major life skill that you need to learn. And over my 20 years of adulthood, I have done some major damage to my credit. So over the last 8 months or so, I've been working slowly to try to improve my credit score, working on my credit report and things like that. So when I first started this, my credit score was below 450. It may have even been, I think the lowest I saw it was in the 300s. That's really bad. The best score you can get, I believe, is an 850. So my big goal as far as my credit goes for 2022 is that I would like to get my credit score over 600. The highest I got it to was 597, and I was really excited. I thought I was going to get to 600, and then it fell back down a few points. I think I was like a day late on one of my payments. So I've spent some time researching and learning about how to improve your credit score, and while I still don't fully understand it, I did learn a few things that I have been trying to put into practice. So as part of this goal, I wanted to open 3 new lines of credit, and I've already done one of those. I have a secured credit card, which just means that you load money onto the credit card, and then as you spend money out of that, you make payments back onto it. So essentially you're borrowing money from yourself and then paying yourself back. That allows you to build a better credit history. It helps you increase your credit score. So just with that one line of credit, I've already raised my score by about 20 points by making on-time payments or paying before my payment is due and using less than 30% of my credit limit. I've been using Credit Karma app to help me keep track of my credit score. They have different tools and things on there that you can use. There's a lot of information, but I kind of take all of that with a grain of salt because I understand that Credit Karma does get paid by the companies that they work with. So I use it as a tool to help me, but I keep in mind that not everything that they're recommending is going to be for me because they get paid for recommending those things. You know, you just gotta take all that into consideration. The last time I checked my Credit Karma app, which was a couple of days ago, I was just under my 600 credit score goal. But again, that fluctuates from day to day, week to week, and month to month. So I'm looking to get it stabilized over that 600 mark over the next year. Like I said, I have that one secured credit card, and after I've had that secured credit card for about 6 months, I'm going to ask my bank, which is who I got the card from, to see if they will upgrade me to a non-secured credit card. And then you make your payments on time, you make more than your minimum payments, and all of that is going to increase your credit score. On top of that, it's good to have a couple of different lines of credit open. So one of them I think is called like a revolving account, and that's something that you could get at places like Target, Badcock, department stores and things like that, where they approve you for a certain amount of credit and you can go in, buy something, make payments on it. Even while you're making payments on it, you could buy something else, and it just kind of gets rolled up together. So I've been thinking about going to Badcock, which we have in my town, getting approved for a line of credit through them, and then just picking out something small and making payments on that to help me increase that credit score and give me that good standing on my payment history. So my second goal for 2022 also has to do with my finances. Last year I set a goal to save $500 by the end of the year, and that didn't work. However, because of that secured credit card that I got, I was able to put into savings some of what I was hoping to save. It's not exactly the same as having it sitting in a savings account, but I do have a $375 credit limit on that secured credit card, which is $375 of my own money that I loaded onto that card. So while I didn't save $500, and it's not exactly the same, like I said, as having $500 in my savings account, I did save $375, which is loaded onto that secured card and is there in case I need it. So my goal this year is to have $500 in savings, be it on my secured card or in my savings account. And pushing it even further, what I'm gonna try my hardest to do is to save $1,000 by the end of this year. Some people may be listening to this thinking, if you don't have that, you're a very irresponsible adult. And I am. My boyfriend has had over $1,000 in savings forever, and his big goal for this year is to have $10,000 in savings. So me looking at my goals going, okay, I have a goal of $500 with a lofty goal of $1,000, that's nothing compared to what he's able to. That's nothing compared to what he's been able to do and what he is going to be able to achieve this year. But everybody's financial situation is a little different. I make a lot less money than he does. I also have certain bills that he doesn't have. So I have to keep that in mind and not let it get me bummed out or discouraged. So those first two goals of 2022 have to do with my finances and my credit situation. The reason that I am working so hard on this stuff, if you haven't been here, you haven't seen any of my videos where I talked about it, is I have a lifetime goal of being able to purchase a piece of property and own my own tiny home on it. And I'd really like to have a farmstead, a homestead with, farm animals and all kinds of things. And in order to achieve that goal, I have to improve my credit so that I have more buying power. And when you have a better credit score and better payment history and the lenders trust you more, you can get better interest rates and lower payment on a bigger loan. So that's why I'm saving for that stuff. I want to know that no matter what happens, I'm going to be able to take care of me, and I'm going to be able to support myself and live the way that I want to live. And that's really important to me. My third goal for 2022, I guess, kind of has to do with finances, but not really, but also yes. So this third goal has to do with my YouTube channel. I started my YouTube channel back in 2014, I believe. Yes, it was 2014. I didn't think that anyone was gonna watch my videos. So the fact that I am over 9,000 subscribers now blows my mind. And a lot of that growth has come in the last couple of years. What I'm really hoping to do in 2022 is to finally cross that 10,000 subscriber milestone. And the main reason for this is once you reach the 10,000 subscriber milestone on YouTube, it opens up a lot of doors for us as YouTubers. I've heard from a lot of bigger YouTubers that once you hit that milestone, it's kind of like a stone rolling downhill. You're just gonna keep picking up subscribers and keep picking up subscribers. And because of that, you get a lot of opportunities, such as like brands reaching out to you, wanting to sponsor your videos, do collaborations with you. And that opens up doors for financial gain. Besides all of that, when I originally started my YouTube channel, I did have the goal in mind. I was really hoping that if I stuck to this, that one day I would make enough income from my YouTube channel that I wouldn't have to work for anyone else. And really, that is one of my main goals in life. I would like to eventually make enough money from my different side hustles that I don't have to have a regular job if I don't want to. So for those reasons, I would really like to work on trying to reach that milestone in 2022. Fingers crossed, I'm so close and I'm really trying to get there. So some other YouTube related goals for 2022. I would really like to put out better quality content this year. I really want to start upping my video content game, my sound and video quality game. I've been thinking about purchasing a new phone with better video quality on it. I've also thought about getting a vlog camera. I don't know. All of those cost money, and if it works out, then it'll be a good payoff. But if it doesn't, then that's just a big chunk of money that is possibly wasted. I've also thought about branching out and having multiple channels. And the reason for this is this channel's always kind of been a mess. Just been like a hodgepodge of all my different hobbies and interests. And while my core audience seems to like that, I think when I get new subscribers in who come to my videos for certain types of content and they realize that I'm not putting that same content out on a regular basis, they don't stick around. For example, over the summer I did a lot of mushroom hunting and foraging content, and I gained subscribers who came to my channel for those types of videos. But when I switched to more of this houseplant content, I lost a lot of those subscribers. And the same is true in reverse. When I was doing a lot of these plant haul videos, I was getting subscribers about that, and when I switched over to, let's say, my thrifting hauls or my reselling content, I lost the subscribers that were interested in my plant related videos. I did gain some that were interested in the other stuff I was talking about, but once I switched back to mushroom hunting, I lost those subscribers again. So while I love having this channel where I can come on and talk about whatever interests me, and I know that there's a small group of people that are going to watch no matter what I put up, I think that for my financial goals and my long-term goals, I may have to split off from this main channel and create channels that are dedicated to a very specific type of content. So I've been thinking about that a lot. I've even polled you guys on my community tab and asked you if you thought I should have a separate channel for a certain type of content. The problem there is it's only really my core audience that responds to those polls on my community tab, and they're the people that are gonna watch whatever I put up on this channel. So I've been kind of torn about that for a while, but I think this year I'm gonna experiment with having a couple different channels out there. Maybe one for my mushroom content and my exploring vlogs, one that is strictly about plants and plant care, one may be about my thrifting and reselling, because I have been itching to get back into that now that I'm more stable and I have a place to do that. And we'll just see how it goes over the next year. My fourth goal for 2022 has to do with this place right here where I'm filming. I have a huge goal of turning this shed, which I believe is a 10 by 12 or 10 by 16 shed, into an indoor jungle, into my happy place. And I've spent quite a bit of time and money in the last several months working on this project. If you've watched any of my plant related videos recently, you've seen sort of the transformation in here, and this is only the beginning. I have only painted one of my walls. I still have two other walls I need to paint. We want to get some insulation in here. We want to get some better lighting in here. I want to organize and style this room so it is comfy, cozy. We're talking about getting a couch in here, putting in some warm, really comforting, warm glow type string lights I would like to get up in here. I'm talking about getting a small like bistro style like wrought iron table with 2 chairs to sit in here when we want to sit and drink our espresso. I want this to be my happy place. When I walk in here, I want every available corner of this room to be just filled with beautiful plants. I'm really excited about this transformation. So that is a big goal for 2022. So if that's something that you're interested in, make sure that you subscribe to my channel, because you're gonna see all of that taking place over the next year. Okay, my final goal for 2022, and this is a big one. This is a serious one. My relationships. While 2021 was a very good year on some fronts, I also struggled a lot with maintaining my relationships, and I have for a very, very long time. So over this next year, I'm going to be focusing on relationship building social skills, coming outside of my shell a bit more. If you've watched any of my recent videos where I've been talking about my depression and social anxiety, I do struggle a lot with social anxiety. And it's not just shyness, and it's not just around strangers or people I've just met. Social anxiety has been an issue for me my entire life. It has affected all of my relationships with friends that I've made over the years, my relationships with my partners, my relationships with my family, my mom, my kids. It's affected my job history. It's affected a lot. So not only do I have a goal of diving in and doing some investigating and maybe trying to figure out what causes this social anxiety, what the root cause of this social anxiety is, I also want to be a better friend. I want to be a better partner. I want to be a better daughter, mother. I want to put more effort into my relationships and get out of my own head. That's going to take a lot of work. And maybe I will discuss that a little further in a different video if you guys are interested. I have a lot of thoughts and feelings on this topic, so let me know if that's something you'd like to hear about. Another relationship that I really want to work on in 2022, I want to work on strengthening this relationship, this connection. That is my relationship with... This one is still hard for me to talk about sometimes. This is probably the most important relationship, and that is my relationship with my father. And I'm talking about my spiritual father. Some of you may know that I've struggled with my faith for most of my life. And over the last year or so, I have been cultivating that faith and building a relationship with God. It's been a big part of my life over the last 1.5 to 2 years. From making the decision to have faith, to battling doubt and deciding to continue to have faith, even though it doesn't make sense sometimes. This has been a journey, and this year I really want to work on dedicating more time to spending time in God's presence, reading my Bible, studying, understanding, making more time for prayer. That's all very important to me, and that's something I really want to work on in 2022. Okay, so that is my 5 big goals for 2022, and I'm actually really excited about all of these goals, and I hope you guys are ready to hear about it all along the way. Before I end this video, I want to ask you guys to leave some of your goals in the comments below. I want to know what you guys are looking forward to working on this year. Do you have goals regarding your credit or your financial situation? Are there certain relationships that you want to work on this year? Let me know down below. Before my camera cuts me off and I don't get to end this video, I'm going to go ahead and say thank you guys so much for watching. I look forward to 2022. I think it's going to be a great year. Fingers crossed. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.